Hi, this is Dragon Barrels Nerdsville. Today I'm doing a video on, well, a, re, a rebuttal video to a video I've seen on YouTube called Why Are the Weasleys So Poor? I honestly believe that the Weasleys are not poor at all. They are just very thrifty in the way that they spend their money, and they spend on the necessities of life. I believe that Mr. Weasley's position, well, the father of Ron Weasley, and the father-in-law of Hermione and Harry, I believe that he is more well off than what people think he is. It's not the fact that with all the hand-me-downs this and hand-me-downs that. I got a Kiss Army jacket. Well, not jacket, but let me just turn this around here. You can see a Kiss Army. That's a hand-me-down from my father. Just behind that is a Led Zeppelin. Both of them are decent hand-me-downs from my father, since he himself loves the same sort of music as I do. But yet, my father is not a man of poor means. The bit more than at the time of those hand-me-downs. My father was just going through some old clothes and said, "Okay, I don't want this, I don't want that," and I've taken them. Another hand-me-down another thing that, let me just see here. Most of the ties in this bunch are hand-me-downs, second hand, to be more precise. But yet, as you've seen in previous videos, that those I'm able to collect. It's not a matter of being poor. It's a matter of being thrifty. It's a matter of being spend conscious of the Weasleys. People belittle the Weasley family because of the fact that Ron has to have a hand-me-down of an older sibling, who had a hand-me-down of a previous sibling, and then that hand-me-down will be going down to his little sister with uniforms and things of such of the nature. It's not just those were just, and since they are good material, like the same thing with this, I'm still able to wear it because my father took care of it back in the day. I can wear it now because of how good the material has been taken care of. I've got a second-hand pair of boots that were given to me from my father from when he used to be working in the law enforcement community. And those are still good. They're still good boots. I may not give them to my son or to my children when they have finally the soldiers goes. It's just a matter of the fact that certain families take care of their equipment and their belongings far better than others. And that's where I put the Weasley family in. Mr. Weasley, he still puts some food on the table. to me, that makes him a rich man. If you can put food on the table for your family, that makes you a rich man. Having a strong, confident woman to love and support you, that makes him a strong man. That makes him a very rich man. That makes the Weasley family a very rich family. How they are able to go through Hogwarts. Hogwarts is very pricey, but yet the Weasleys are able to go through Hogwarts. It's just that with hand-me-down clothes, people would presume that Ron and his family are nothing more than poor, red-headed stepchildren that don't deserve to be at Hogwarts or don't deserve to be in the Ministry of Magic. And even Ron says, "Oh, I wish I had new clothes. I wish I had knew this. I wish I knew the other." It's just Ron's way of rebelling. He's just saying, "Oh, I've seen that these people have new things, but I don't have those new things. I always get hand-me-downs." That's virtually being. That's like saying, "Oh, I am not rich enough." That is what Ron is saying. I'm not rich enough, or my family's not rich enough. But when, in matter of fact, it is the opposite is completely true. To feed that many mouths, to have such a strong family bond, and to have such a hard-working nature in Ron's father, he doesn't need that extra money. You can put that little bit away for weddings. How do you think they paid for young Jenny's? I think Jenny's her name. Or the Weasley that married Ron. Not Ron, the Weasley that married Harry. She wouldn't have been able to marry Harry if Mr. Weasley had no money. He miserly put the money away because he knows for a fact that one day his daughter will get married, and to put like a couple of thousand here and there each year would pile up, and bada bing, bada boom, you got a very lavish wedding in all of the Harry Potter universe. How you doing? To quote Enzo Amore from the WWE. And the reason, and for the Weasleys to have more boys, hello, saving on weddings, because they literally see other people paying for them, and if it may be a little bit of alcohol here and there, that's okay. But really, they can afford new clothes. They can afford this. They can afford that. They can afford the other. But really, that they are slowly but surely putting money away for, to use a common phrase here in Australia, put money away for a rainy day. Just say the Ministry of Magic, some departments closed down, and Mr. Weasley's department is one of those ones that closes down. They know that they can live off that miserly invested funds. Something could happen to the family home. They have enough money to build a new home. if something happens in legal aspects, they have enough money to do that. They have enough money to pay for lawyers. Another thing that could pop up, like a rainy day situation, I would think that actually I can't think of anything more, but I do know this for a fact, that the fact of the with the fact I believe that the fact, which is in the fact of the matter, of the Weasleys handing down clothes from one child to the other, it's not exactly showing that they are poor. They're just putting money aside. It actually shows me more that it actually shows me a lot more that they are far richer than what is thought of in the actual stories. And this is where I believe that the author of the Harry Potter novels has failed to put into this story. She wanted them to be poor in appearance, and she wanted us to believe that they were the poorest of the poor, but yet they went to Hogwarts. But really, to have that many children going to Hogwarts, to have that many bills to pay, to have that many grocery bills, wouldn't you think that would be a bit sus to have all those children going to the same school? Wouldn't you have stopped reproducing after a certain amount of children, knowing that your finances were not that great to start off with? If they were poor as what people say they are, there would be some sort of welfare issues and financial issues and that would prevent them from sending children to a worthwhile school. Well, I look at Hogwarts. Sorry. I look at Hogwarts being a private school. Private school has a lot of fees. And those fees are astronomical. It's not like going to public school. Public school would be able to help them out. Sorry. I believe that they should have kept that sort of thing. If they should have done something a bit more appropriate to put their finances. But to send so many children to such a high-end educational facility, you would think that they would need to have a lot of money to pay for the funds and for them to be well off to put food on the table, to put fuel into the magic car and whatnot. Your butt would be hurting with the amount of funds that are coming out. And to finalize on the same thing, this a good quality singlet. I'm tugging on it and it's not ripping. Brand new championship belts. Brand new championship replica belts. Doing quite well. But I'm just living in the means that I can at the time. It's not like It's not like always splurging on a lot of money. All 5 belts up there have taken me 17 years to get. But you're saying, hey, those 5 belts look so good. Why so much if you have hand-me-downs? Simple. Put away funds, and you collect the belt, and you collect each item as you can. I happen to have 2 2 metal singlets, and they're second hand. Those are first hand. Well, actually, one of them is second hand, as I accumulated that from a wrestling promotion. But it's, as I can clearly, though my room's a mess, I'm going through a lot of change in that. I'm changing decor, and with me changing decor, I can do a lot more with a lot less. As what the Weasleys have done. Beautiful house, a lot of food on the table, and there's quite a lot of other things as well that they are able to do with the funds that they have. It's not a matter of you look poor, therefore you are poor. But no, far from it. Some people would rather be thrifty and conserve their vast fortune than actually splurge. Hell, if I won like 500, 700, 900 million dollars US or British pounds, or I would, to be honest with you, still live within this. My belt collection would be far superior, but with me having an entire house dedicated to championship belts and another house dedicated to other interests of mine over the years, I would even buy an Iron Throne, like a replica of the Iron Throne that I could actually sit on from the Game of Thrones. But I will still live within these sort of humble means. I'm not going to be having like a fleet of Hummers and sports cars and the like. I'm not even going to have house maids and that. I'm going to live according to the means that I deem that I need to be living by. And that's what I believe what the Weasleys are. They're living comfortably where they are now, but really they're far better off in the bank. I'm Dragon Barrows, and see you later.